Gentlemen, we are going to react to ranking every chest exercise worst to best featuring Dr. Mike Israetel, made by Jesse James West, or in this case Jesse James East. I don't know if it's the second channel or not, but let's dive into this.
The most popular chest exercises to rank them from worst to best. In order to make this tier list more accurate, I brought in the help of Dr. Mike Israetel. First exercise, the barbell bench press. Everyone does it. Ronnie Coleman does it. If Ronnie does it, shouldn't you?
I do have a Ronnie impression.
Can I hear your Ronnie Coleman impression?
Well, I'm not really Ronnie Coleman, but I try.
So, tell me how to do the flat bench press the best way to build muscle.
So what you want to do is...
I'll do it too.
Go ahead.
You can't bench without 225 on the bar.
Is this for like the viewers?
It's an ego thing.
Oh yeah, well then 225 I guess.
Yeah, 225. No, yeah, you have to. Well, actually, learning how to bench press properly with 225 is a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea. Arch your back, shoulders back.
Yep.
And then you are going to very gently touch right around your line.
Okay.
Wait for 2 whole seconds. And then come back just shy of lockout and repeat the process.
1, 2. I'm gonna go later. There's no...
That is actually very good form, and pausing with the 2 seconds around the nipple area is a good thing, especially if you want to learn to execute the bench press in the best possible way. But hypertrophy wise, you don't need such long pauses with 2 seconds. 1 second is actually also fine, but if you really want to be harsh on yourself, make the exercise even more difficult and challenging, execute the exercise with the best possible form and as strict of a form as possible, then that pause is actually really good. I find the dumbbell bench press or the incline dumbbell bench press to be slightly more fun to execute, but also easier to do, not only because of the setup of the dumbbells, but also because you can just drop the dumbbells if you don't feel like you can push the weight because it might be too heavy of a load for you, or you might be too fatigued and you don't really need to think about the life or death situation.
No way I can do 2 plates like that. That's new. All right,
reach your chest to the bar as it comes down. Reach up with your chest. Good. And up. I want you to touch a little higher.
Such
right
good form.
Yes.
Such good form. It's actually really good.
Up. Good. Just like that. Big chest, big chest.
But I didn't expect anything else from both Mike Israetel and the amount of experience in the gym that Jesse James has.
Big chest. Touch high. There you go. And press. Good stuff.
Is it more important to have that stretch for the growth or go heavier for more progressive overload?
Stretch for the growth by a long shot, because the heavier is relative. Overload is something that happens over time. Just because you can modify your technique to lift more doesn't mean the muscles are experiencing more of what you'd like.
Okay, if I bench press with that form.
The stretch is the most important part. Of course, progressive overload and becoming stronger is also very important, but without the stretch, the muscle won't grow.
Where is it on the tier listing ranking?
That's A tier.
That's A.
Yeah, if you bench with really technique, then that's more like B or C tier.
Mine was a little B, C
Yours
tier.
like a B plus, like a solid B plus. Like you don't get to sit with the cool smart kids who get A's, but almost. I didn't have any friends in school, so I don't know.
Do you want to talk about that? Next up, we have decline barbell bench press.
Do we?
You don't like decline?
The decline is great. However, it trains largely the lower part of your chest. Most people are trying to look at that upper shelf, kind of like armor plate look. Also, like if there was a dude's head here and I'd be spotting him on the decline.
Wait, let me get in there. I gotta test your theory.
All right, so you pick a spot? Great.
No!
Let me get off.
Hey, yo, that's kinda sus. I see what he's talking about here. I like the decline variations because I really want to build myself a very strong and well-developed bottom chest. Because I have gyno, my bottom chest area is underdeveloped, but I don't really find this way of barbell bench pressing or dumbbell pressing for the matter to be very good to execute. It feels very awkward and the weight feels very weird on a decline. So if I were to do this exercise as I have done before, I would do it on a Smith machine because you have way more control and you might be able to feel the bottom part of your chest more because of the added stability.
No,
let's go, bro.
It smells.
You got this.
No, it smells.
You got this, Jesse. Yeah.
It's wet.
See?
No.
Yeah, you don't want any part of it.
Okay, so what would you rank decline?
I mean, you know, in a properly executed fashion with a good program, it can be a C tier exercise.
Okay.
But to be honest, like dips do all that and more.
Okay.
So I'd say probably like C tier, maybe D tier.
Okay.
And there's just better exercises. Like the barbell incline comes to mind. Well,
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we have the incline barbell press. Is this one better than the other two?
This one targets a little bit of something different, but it targets your mid pecs and your upper pecs a bunch. Most people are looking for that upper pec look.
Can you explain what I need to do?
Yeah, totally. You're doing a good arch. That's really good to do.
Big arch.
And then you want to retract your shoulder blades, hide them under. You want your elbows to spread down, and you want to touch the bar right below your neck.
Isn't that kind of high?
Yeah, well, that's the whole point of the exercise.
Ready?
So big chest.
Big chest.
Yep. And then spread them
Slow.
out. Yep.
Bringing up.
Yes, very good. And then push right back up. Excellent.
Very good form, and yeah, I agree. The incline variation is going to be very, very good to perform because you are going to grow a big chest with this type of incline setup, especially with the barbell, because you could go really heavy, and especially if you have a spotter. But I will still personally perform it with the dumbbells because it is slightly safer, and I just feel like I can feel my chest more when I do it with the dumbbells. So it's really a matter of preference what you want, but amazing exercise nonetheless.
Just like that. 2-second pause, and then up, and then all the way down.
Oh my gosh.
Big chest, 2-second pause,
Gosh, his chest is huge. Damn.
and up.
Holy crap. What is that, like 315?
The numbers are the same as 315, just rearranged.
Wait. Okay, so now with that form, where are we at? Where in the
A-tier.
ranking? A tier?
Absolutely.
Incline barbell bench.
A tier.
Up next, we're doing dumbbell bench press, starting with.
Incline dumbbell bench press.
What are your thoughts on decline or flat dumbbell bench press?
Decline kind of sucks. There's a lot of setup involved. Incline is dope. Flat is really cool. My personal favorite is a low incline. And I think if done properly, which I'll be showing you shortly, is an S tier exercise.
So this might be the first S tier. I just gotta execute properly. All right, so let's get into it.
So your setup is really good.
Okay.
What I want you to do, each one of the edges of these dumbbells, I want you to put in the space between your front delt and your bicep.
Oh,
so
whoa.
right there.
Really low.
Super low, so you're benching down and out, and I want you to hang there for 2 whole
Wait,
seconds
what
and then
the
come
heck?
back up. Arch your back, get the chest up a little bit, very good. Touch where you're touching, and then come all the way up. Good, and then slow and controlled, touch all the way to your biceps, and then
That's exactly how I execute my dumbbell bench presses, especially on the incline, with the minimum amount of incline on it and actually touching the dumbbells as far below as I possibly can around my nipple front delt area to get the best possible stretch, and then push right back up. So good form, very challenging, but still very good for hypertrophy and for getting yourself the best possible technique to execute this exercise for best possible growth and strength. Because of course you can lift a lot of weight by not doing the exercise like this, but whenever you're more strict to yourself but still manage to lift a heavy amount of weight, you will become even stronger.
and up. Very good. Whoa. Yes, there you go. That puts that extra stretch on it, which makes it S tier super deep.
Exactly.
Good. Don't angle the dumbbells down.
Okay, okay.
Keep them parallel, so you want that extra deep stretch.
Oh my god.
Yes, beautiful. Way to pause. One more. Big chest. Yes.
The fact that I just did 50s, and normally I would never fail with 50s.
For hypertrophy training, for bodybuilding, for muscle growth, you want to think of it a little bit in reverse. But if you really open up, really go super deep, not only is it better for you, but it also lets you use smaller weights.
Up next, we're gonna rapid fire the machines. We've got
That's why you see a lot of bodybuilders being huge, but not necessarily needing to use the heaviest weights in the gym. If you still do progressive overload, but you really focus on the technique being as good as possible before you move up to the higher weights, you can still manage to become very, very huge and strong, but slower build up your progressive overload to give you the chance to lift the weight as effectively as possible for as long as possible, but still becoming very strong and huge, but not needing to use the biggest amounts of weight that can be threatening or way too difficult for you to reach the amount of reps that is desirable.
Got a hammer strength style. I'm gonna hop in.
Ideally, you want a machine that at the very bottom, this lever arm is parallel, so it gets all the whole force of gravity.
So you want to find exercises that just have a ton of
Tension.
pushback on the stretch.
And a big range of motion at the bottom. So a better machine would have a push plate. You could push on it, get in there, and then huge tension here, less tension here.
Wow.
So for all those reasons, probably about a C tier. A good chest pressing machine can be A tier and potentially even S tier if it's goated, as the kids say. Which I think means it has something to do with a goat.
No. Okay, what?
Yeah, if you can find yourself a chest press machine where you can get an even deeper stretch than from the beginning standpoint, oh, that is a killer.
Is better for the muscle growth of your chest when it comes to doing flies closer like this, or the ones that are really far apart?
Probably closer is better. If you have a situation where it ends up being a ton of force here, you're gonna have to step forward really far to generate that same thing.
So we're back
Big
here?
chest super far back, and then all the way, yep, like you're hugging, and then slow and controlled.
Pull.
Big chest, chest up, and then all the way. Very good, just
Oh my
like
gosh.
that. Slow.
I love cable flies. They are an amazing exercise. I love doing them and they feel so good. You get the biggest pump and you can really feel the stretch, especially at the bottom there. Oh, I love this exercise.
Slow and controlled with a deep 1 whole second pause at the bottom, and then up. Very good, just like that.
Do you think you're smarter than Jeff Nippard?
No, hell no. I would say there is me.
Okay.
Coco the chimp that learned to go to space. You.
Thank you.
Albert Einstein. And then Jeff Nippard.
Really?
Everyone from eastern provinces in Canada is brilliant.
So what do you rank this exercise?
If
World class idiot.
done properly, I think it's a B tier exercise.
Okay.
B's get degrees. If you have a dumbbell version of this, it turns into an A tier for sure. You can turn anything into an F tier exercise if you do it poorly enough.
What is like the worst?
I will never recommend doing the dumbbell flies because of the possibility of injuring yourself, especially the shoulder joints. I will just stick with the cables, and especially if you want to do the variation with the dumbbells, you can just use a bench in between the cables and arrange the cable to the lowest possible height and still execute the exercise like you would with dumbbells without thinking about the injury possibility and the possible stress on the shoulder joints that the dumbbells could give you. But I'm not one to judge, I'm not an expert. I just don't like executing flies with the dumbbells, hence why I would always recommend them with the cables.
So the worst that you should just never do.
Ego lifting anything is F tier.
You can't bench without 225 on the bar. It's an ego thing.
A lot of machines that have really crappy range of motion. You see people who will lay on a Bosu ball and then do flies and redoing this. It's a cool circus trick. Doesn't grow your pecs a whole lot.
What about like landmine presses?
Is that even an exercise? What is that?
Is landmine F tier? One of
Landmine's
these.
the thing you step on and your leg blows up. I would say that's probably about it. Yeah.
Next up, we've got the dumbbell fly.
We're gonna call this the Eric Janicki dumbbell fly. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down, and as you come down, you're gonna come up super far, all the way up this way, pause, and then arc back up in the same motion. Very good. Stick your chest out, up and out, shoulders back. Yes. And then up. Well,
I'm
narrow
shaking,
gaze.
bro.
Yeah, good.
This is
Nice
so
control.
weird.
It's so weird.
It's
Troll.
like the first time with no...
Confusing, and your uncle grunts a lot.
Pause, huge pause. But anyway, that exercise looks absolutely bonkers. If you thought a dumbbell fly looked insane, this is beyond insanity. I could not imagine a person with already crappy shoulders and shoulder joints doing this exercise. They probably shit their pants, to be honest. That looks very challenging. Perhaps a very good stretch and very good for hypertrophy, but nah, I'm gonna pass.
Where did you come up with this stuff? What tier would you put this?
This is S tier.
Really?
Yeah, ultra full range of motion, ultra focus on the eccentric, ultra focus on the stretch. It's an ego killer. People will look at this exercise and will be like, yeah, but doesn't it like with your joints? It does, in the best possible way.
Is it true that like if you do...
So it fucks up your joints, but it gives you a big chest. Do you want to make that compromise? I personally don't. I want to have healthy shoulders for as long as possible. As I told you previously, guys, possibly very, very good for hypertrophy, but for your shoulder joints, I'm not really sure.
Full range of motion with weights. You don't need to stretch.
Yes, it is a stretch. Anything C-Bum says is fine by me, because god damn. Yeah.
How many times should I hit chest a week to get maximum growth?
50.
I said how many times?
Oh, I said 50. I heard you. And
a week?
PM, midday.
No, give him
what
real
you doing
stuff.
before that midnight snack? You training chest again.
Chest day every day.
Every day, chest hour, bro.
Let's go to the next exercise.
Yeah, deficit push-ups.
That doesn't work.
That's what my ex-wife said.
Deficit push-ups. Let's go. Enough of this. Next up, I'm going to call this one the Dr. Mike special. Let's hear it.
2 eggs over easy. Oh, exercises. Yes.
Exercises.
Yes, yes. Here we have a setup for the deficit push-up.
Okay.
A couple of ways to get this exercise popping and makes it instantly S tier. Let me talk about why it's S tier.
Oh, this is going to be S tier.
Huge S tier.
Wow.
You experience the highest forces at the bottom of the movement. As you descend, you get closer aligned with gravity. As long as we stay nice and stable, it's really, really awesome. If you let your hips tilt down towards the ground, then it becomes a little bit of a decline motion, as you can probably tell.
And we don't like that. Decline is like C, D, E.
Yeah, some
we don't like that.
letters, you know. So what you want to do is actually tilt your hips like this, so that, oh, Jesse.
Wait, what does this smell to you? Smell that.
Not the trick. Oh my god. The homoerotic humor here. So stupid.
Where do you think you're going? You don't kiss me.
I hate it and I love it at the same time. Oh my god.
Just get away with it. So let's get you to try this.
Let's do it.
Try it the wrong way first.
Okay, so this is the wrong way.
Really let your hips sink. Yes. Okay, so that's not terrible.
So this is just straight up tricep push down.
Tricep, push down, a little bit of lower pec. So what you want to do, your elbow is going to be roughly over your forearm. Hike your butt up nice and high, like real high. Yes.
Whoa.
Look forward, touch all the way down as close to the ground as you can. Wait for a second, and then come up. Yes, and then back down.
Oh my god.
Down slow.
I can highly recommend these. If you have the time and the energy to find boxes like these and perform push-ups out of all exercises, your chest is gonna feel so sore after these.
Look forward. Wait. Up. And each time you come down, stretch a little bit lower.
Oh my god, dude.
Super deep.
Oh my god. It's really hard.
Yes, that's what he said.
That's one of the most I have a pump already.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That is an insane exercise. Where in your workout would you put this?
If you tend to be pretty strong and you're working on overall chest development, then I would push this to the back. So in the first week, you might be challenged to get sets of 8 to 10. Over time, eventually, as you get much stronger, you'll be in the high teens and 20s. Your pecs will look different, and they'll be able to just do this kind of thing.
I have extreme uneven pecs. I'm just gonna show you. And the left pec is so much bigger than the right.
Everyone's like that to some extent or another. If you're like, hey, which side is bigger? I'm like, I don't know. Jay Cutler has 2 completely different shaped biceps. Won the Olympia 4.
I never knew.
See, there you go.
Wow.
Good
Self-acceptance.
news after all. Put your shirt back.
His chest is perfectly fine and the type of chest that I'd love to have on my physique. I don't know if it's the body dysmorphia talking or if there's actually a little bit of difference between his right or left pec in terms of the fullness. I think he has a perfectly fine chest, to be honest.
Sorry.
We're at a family gym. Okay, we have dips next. Here's the deal. A lot of dip machines have a really cool feature. If the handles are a little bit more in, they're for triceps, but watch this.
Flip it out.
Wider means chest.
Okay.
And what you're going to want to do for these dips is you don't want to stay upright. You want to lean forward. We can do a really lean where I touch you while spotting version that hits the chest even more. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Right after that. We're doing it now. Shut up and go do dips. So let me touch you. Kick your legs out completely, knees out, and then get your hips up. Yes. Now see, yes, there you go. So those are like, vids.
That's the form you're looking for. Wow, such a great form.
Vince Gironda dips. Go lower. Super deep and slow. Yes.
Oh
just
my
like
gosh.
that. Every single one. So this is like the better version of decline press.
Wow.
Now, extra bonus. You want an extra bonus?
Yeah, I want a bonus.
So kick your feet out behind you. And what I do is I pick up your feet. So now go ahead. See, now it is really super crazy chest.
Hey, yo, Mike is wilding out in this video, man. Just use a bench for your feet. That's what I do when I do these dips. Mike, you're an animal.
And if I want an extra bonus round, I just open up the zone like that.
Hey, yo, you need to chill, man. You have a wife, damn it. Mike, you have a wife, damn it.
What's in there?
That's crazy that dips are S tier.
Yeah.
And like an incline barbell bench press is what, A?
A tier. It's because that massive stretch can't exist because the barbell just stops here. And so if you take away the barbell limiting factor and you let people stretch even deeper, yeah, it's that little bit of A to S. Like it's kind of like my basketball career. You're not Kobe for sure, bro. How many points am I supposed to score a game when everyone else behind me is just not as good? You feel me? I can't lead the
You
whole
lost
team.
some inches too along the way.
No, it's just ball handling, bro. I got these handles. You feel me? Like, bam. Wait, hold up. Oh, you didn't even see that.
You didn't even go like this. You just go like this.
That's how you shoot basketball, dummy. Let me do the teaching.
Sir, yes, sir. Up next, we've got Smith machine. Dr. Mike, tell him why the Smith is so good.
The Smith is very versatile. It's a machine, but it does a lot of different stuff.
Yes, I hate that the Smith machine gets hated on because it is a beginner type of workout equipment for those who can't handle a real barbell, but it can be utilized for so many things, for so many exercises, and for so many different muscle groups and needs. I love the Smith machine.
You can definitely do every single degree of incline that you want. The one thing I have to say about the Smith is people think it's safer than the traditional barbell pressing, but it's not. Because if you get pinned under a Smith, you can't get the f out. So what you're going to want to do is arch, retract your shoulder blades.
Yep.
And it's the same technique we've been doing with everything else. Nice medium grip there. Slowly pull your elbows back as you go down. Yes.
Yes, sir. This is the type of form we want every single time. It's so good.
Pause and then back up. Big chest up. Yes, just like that. And another 2. Big chest up. And another one. Big chest up. That's it. Very good.
Wow. Was that as good for you as it was for me?
I kind of feel like a cigarette now. Not that smoking is a good thing. We're not endorsing cigarettes. It's a joke. So the Smith, used properly, can be A-tier exercise.
A tier. Ladies and gentlemen, that is every single exercise for chest that you should be worried about. Worst to best. Try this chest day out. This is all the S tier exercises.
I tended to agree with the majority of the exercises. The Eric Janicki fly. Eric Janicki is a baller, by the way. He's such a great YouTuber that has so many good advice in terms of fitness and going to the gym, but this variation of fly for me is going to be a no-go. But deficit push-ups, hell yeah. Low incline dumbbell press, heck yeah. Low elevated dips, yes. And the majority of the A exercises as well, yes.
Make sure you subscribe, check out Dr. Mike's stuff all down below. But of course, the most important thing you must do, folks.
If you don't follow Mike Israetel on RP Strength already, please do so. I love Mike's videos not only because of his stupid but slightly fun homoerotic humor, but his scientific research-based training. I'm a really big fan of it, and I really think you should take a look at his videos as well. But gentlemen, what do you think? Leave your comments below, and I hope you have an amazing day, and don't forget to smile more because it's free.